Mark Hellenberg, the host of Crossing Boundaries at WOUB, and I'd like to welcome the Hadden Sayers Band.
Gonna tell you a little story about a man's unlucky, and that man is me. I'm unlucky as a man can be. No chance in hell at winning a lottery. When I roll the dice, it's never 4 + 3. I'm unlucky as a man can be. I ain't styling, I ain't no fashionable cat. Mr. Aramani knows I ain't where it's at. All I ever do is wear a funky old hat and Salvation Army this and that. You can tell by the back to bed. 'Cause I'm unlucky, never been a deal that was sweet. Not even a parking spot on my side of the street. I never win at bingo, yes, of course I cheat. I'm unlucky as a man can be. I'm unlucky as a man can be. No chance in hell at winning a lottery. When I roll the dice, it's never 4 plus 3. I'm unlucky as a man can be. I'm unlucky as a man can be. I'm unlucky as a man can be. Yes, sir. I'd like to introduce the band right now. On the keyboard from Galion, Ohio, please welcome Mr. Dave DeWitt. How about it on the drum? The drum. This guy's from Marysville, Ohio, originally from Virginia. How about it one time for Chris Guthrie on the drum? Bass guitar, this guy's my uncle. He's from Huntington, West Virginia. How about it for Uncle Mark Fry on the bass? My name is Hadden Sayers. I'm from Nacogdoches, Texas, and this is my first time to ever play in Athens, Ohio, so I'm excited about it. This next song is called Y'all, There's Something Wrong in the World Tonight. There's something wrong. Something wrong in the world tonight. Something wrong. Something wrong in the world tonight. 'Cause I can't find my baby, and I wonder who's holding her tight. Sitting here thinking just what to do. You don't want me, baby, I still need you. There's something wrong. Something wrong in the world tonight. 'Cause I can't find my baby, and I wonder who's holding her tight. Something wrong in the world tonight. I can't find my baby, and I wonder who's holding her tight. I feel some separation, anxiety, can't take suspicion, baby, if you set me free, there's something wrong. Something wrong in the world tonight. I can't find my baby, and I wonder who's holding her tight. I can't find my baby, and I wonder who's holding her tight. Hey, can't find my baby, and I wonder who's holding her tight.
Well, Hadden, welcome to Athens, Ohio, and the studio here at WOUB.
Thank you.
And it's your first time here?
Yes, first time in Athens to play. Driven through a few times, but never actually stopped. I've enjoyed some Mexican food here maybe once before.
We have some good Mexican restaurants.
Ah, yeah, you do.
So you're originally from East Texas.
I was born in East Texas and raised in Dallas, both Dallas and Houston. Dallas when I was a kid, and Houston through high school.
And you moved to Columbus. Your wife does cancer research, and they have a great center up there. So.
Yes, definitely. We knew all along when we were living in Houston that at some point she was going to finish all of her grad school work and take a job somewhere. It could have been in Houston. The two offers that we got were in Houston and in Columbus, and she chose Columbus because there was a bigger opportunity to have more students under her, and she's really good at students. So, and plus we wanted to try something different, so here we are.
Well, you had a music career in Texas, and that's a great place to play roots music and play blues music with all the great Texas players.
Definitely. Got to
especially
see
in
a
the
lot
Austin
of them.
area, yeah. And I could hear those players in your playing. You know, of course, well, Stevie Ray Vaughan and his brother Jimmy, and Albert Collins, and all that stuff.
Right, all those guys. Albert Collins was my first blues concert, I want to say 85. Juneteenth Blues Festival is something that every year they bring a big blues act to Houston. And back in 1985, it was really mainly an all-black event. So I was like one of those faces that stuck out in the crowd, and Albert actually came up and shook my hand while he was playing the show. He was known for having this 150-foot cable, and he would walk up and down.
That was the thing, yeah.
Yeah, and he came up to me and shook my hand. I'm sure it was because I was one of the youngest and palest guys in the whole room. So it was really a great experience.
Well, he was a great guy to have as a mentor, as well as other Texas players.
Definitely.
So when I went to your website, you had an album that came out in 2011, Hard Dollar, right? And that was, I guess it was kind of your comeback album in a way, because when you moved to Ohio, like I said, I went to your website and you had all these other albums I didn't even know existed. And then you kind of went dormant for a while.
Yeah, when I got to...
in 2011.
Definitely. When I got to Ohio, I didn't really know nearly as many people. And I continued to try to do my Texas runs and take guys that, I had a rhythm section actually from Erie, PA for a little while, and we would go down to Texas and play. But eventually I started playing with a well-known group from Ohio called Phil Dirt and the Dozers. And great guys, very supportive, and it was exactly what I needed at exactly the right time. And started doing a lot of work with them. Subsequently started using their bass player and drummer to do shows on my own. And the drummer passed away, Rick Fry from Phil Dirt and the Dozers, long time drummer for them, and just like a rock star in Ohio. His funeral was probably the largest funeral I've ever been to, and it was one of the saddest ones too. But that kind of put me on course for not knowing for sure what I was going to do, and I ended up, to make a long story short, I started working on a cabin in southern Ohio with a gentleman that I met down there, and this is a really ramshackle place. But started working on that and focusing on that, and that kind of led me to just quit trying so hard and thinking so hard about what to do next musically. Around that same time, a friend of mine from Texas, Ruthie Foster, who's got a really great, beautiful career going right now.
Yeah, she's doing really well.
Yeah, she's just a fantastic entertainer. She called and asked me if I play guitar in her band. So it was a really nice transition from not knowing what was going to happen next to slowly just taking my time, focusing my efforts on building this place down in southern Ohio, And I guess we're in Southern Ohio now, so I don't have to say that.
It might be the other side.
Yeah, it's Oak Hill, Ohio,
Okay.
which is south of Jackson. But just kind of got going with Ruthie, started writing songs and just focusing on that part of it. And then before I knew it, I had a plenty of songs. Ruthie's record label was interested in what I was doing and willing to put it out. And that's how this Hard Dollar record from 2011 came together. And the promotion that went behind that kind of brought me back to the scene and made me more of a prominent player on the scene. And that's what got me here today, is this new album called Rolling Soul that's just come out.
Oh, I have it right here. Can you zoom in on that? And I just saw that it's on the Americana charts.
And the first one came out, and I was originally always thought of as a blues artist. However, I never felt personally that I was writing blues songs.
More of a singer-songwriter. I mean, you wrote everything on this new album, right?
I did, yeah. I feel like I'm a singer-songwriter, but when I pick up the guitar, I'm definitely a blues guitar player.
Well, you're a roots artist, right?
Yeah, so I have to somehow justify all that. And what ended up happening was just, basically suggesting that we try the Americana charts. We had one person that was working with us out of Nashville that felt like there was a possibility. We started working with Hard Dollar on Americana, and they were interested. So it started to chart both places, blues and Americana. And this one, I think, Hard Dollar paved the way for this new record, and it immediately went to Americana and blues charts both.
The great thing about doing what you do, blues-based but singer-songwriters, is that you have a longevity. Obviously, you're still playing. You have a new band together, a great band from Ohio. Yeah. But last year, when I was putting together some of my favorites of the year, I realized how many people, older people like Richard Thompson, John Hyatt, Bonnie Raitt, they still are vital, as good as ever, So if we were rock stars, we might be over with. But the fact that you guys play roots music,
right?
You can play. I mean, B.B. King is probably 86 or something.
Definitely, he's way up there. And I think that you're right. There are so many great roots, folk, blues type festivals, and all these boundaries, they're blurred.
Yeah.
That we play shows with Bonnie Raitt and with John Hyatt and people like that. Of course, they're at the top of the bill and we're toward the bottom of the bill, but
you're doing the same thing, sort of.
Yeah, and it's great to see them because I agree, their music is as vital now as it was when they first came on the scene, and hopefully, because we're struggling and for other reasons, that we're learning more and we're maturing. If it's possible to even mature even more than I'm already matured, we are definitely, I think, writing better music now. And I'm definitely writing better music now than I was 10 years ago.
I can hear that you've listened to Al Green, that's for sure.
Absolutely, I love it.
And B.B. King and all that stuff. It's a great place to base your stuff on.
And the band that I have with me is so well versed in this type of music that I'm not throwing them out of their comfort zone. I'm probably drifting more into their comfort zone when I go to the Al Green style, the Memphis soul sound or something like that. So I'm so enamored with all those components of roots music that I love to just focus on one, like Rolling Soul really does lean toward that Memphis soul sound. Yeah. And I love just focusing on it and doing it for 12 songs.
Well, again, thanks for coming into our studio here at WOUB. Do you have anything planned? Do you have a tour?
We've got a big tour. It starts in Wilmington, Ohio. And
tomorrow, right?
It's tomorrow, yeah. We play the Murphy Theater, historic Murphy Theater in Wilmington, Ohio. From there we go to Chicago. We play the rest of this month. We play in Pittsburgh, Cincinnati. We do another radio / television event in Northern Kentucky University.
Oh yeah, WNKU probably.
Yeah. And then it goes from there. We go back down to Texas. We play a bunch of dates. We're going to the Midwest. We're going back to Florida. So
you're on the road, but you like being on the road.
Yeah, we're
right?
road dogs for sure. For sure, definitely.
Well, all the best, and thanks for coming in.
Thanks very much, Mark. Appreciate it.